Hello YouTube, this is Minnie back. What I have in front of you is some um, goodies from the 48-hour marathon put on by the Styrene Syndicate a couple weeks ago. Big thanks go out to Hobbyman Mike, Stan, Gil, um, Andreas Dominguez from Laying Low Hobbies. Um, Thank you guys for putting all your time into this um, and staying up and watching everything. Enjoyed Boyd from Trackworks when he was on early in the morning. I didn't get the chance to build with you guys, but I was following along in the comments, and one of the giveaways was by a number generator, and I was lucky enough to get one of those giveaways. I'm driving down the highway and my car headed to work and I just thought I'd put in a number and I came out and won. So here's what I got in my package. I got a Styrene Syndicate sticker, and I got a Gil from Red Dragon Model Works, Gilbert Mondragon. I got his postcard. Now I'm gonna have to rearrange the desk for these two buttes. I think I got one spot over here for the Styrene Syndicate sticker, but this big monster here that Gil sent me, I'll probably redo my wall back here that says Mr. Mini Dreams. But let's take a look real quick at what I won. What I won in front of you, it came from Badger. Badger was sponsoring some stuff. You guys seen that the Styrene Marine, the Lee Fisher, he actually won an airbrush. I know Andreas, he actually won an airbrush. They gave away several airbrushes. They gave away all kinds of neat stuff. Some model kits, car kits, a big King Kong bust. And he actually had the woman in the hands, and his teeth were separate, so you could put his teeth in. He just super neat. King Kong stuff. They gave away all kinds of stuff, some MAK kits, but I was lucky enough to get this. And what this is a box of primers from Airbrush, ready to spray. And you know, you look at the details. If you guys have an airbrush and been looking for a good airbrush primer, this right here is a pretty good set. You can buy them individually, or you could buy them in the set. Like I said, I won the set. It is a water base, so you can spray it indoors without the fumes and whatnot, but I would still always recommend a respirator and ventilation. So there's the white, here's the gray, here is the black. No, okay, it has the numbers on the back too if you guys want to order just the numbers. Here's some of the numbers. Then the yellow, which I think Andreas is using the yellow right now on his bomb build. It looks pretty good. It looks like it lays down smooth. And then this olive green, I'm thinking I could use this for a good interior color. This olive green. And guys, these are big bottles. And then here is the red brown. Now I want this for some chassis primers. It's hard for me to find a good cheap red chassis primer. I like to use on the mid 60s, early 70s before they did undercoating. Most of your cars were either a gray primer or a red primer underneath. So I'm glad I got this red primer. And just to keep it in perspective, you guys know that I've switched all my paints from Testors Enamels over to the Vallejo colors. And here's a Vallejo bottle. And then here is, if you guys are familiar with Vallejo, here is the primer bottles from Badger. See the difference. I tried this craft paint stuff. Some of you guys can use it. I can't use it. Here's a gray that I was trying to use, and you can see they're the same bottles, the same length. So I'd much rather pay for a product that actually works than try to keep correcting my work. So thank you for the guys over there at Badger for stepping up and being a sponsor for the 48-hour marathon that the Styrene Syndicate put on. And again, thank you, Gil, Thank you, Stan. Really enjoyed watching you guys. Hobby Man Mike. Had a blast. Thanks for the gift. I know little James, the young model master, he came out like a stepchild in there. Well, he came out like the only child in there, and great to see you guys support him, keeping him interested in the hobby. The little kid is great, always stays positive. All you guys were great, really enjoyed it. I know it was a lot of work, but if I'm being honest, I can't wait for the next one. Giveaway or no giveaway, win or no win, it was great just to follow and watch the little conversations. And, I was able to, keep informed on items that I know nothing about. Was able to watch some of my friends actually get to sit down and build, like Big A. He's usually just talks, and it was great to see him actually working on that porch was looking really good, and to see what Gil had done, even though the build was going to end up with his grandson, it still looked good, really good. So thank you guys. Thank you, Badger. This is Minnie, and you guys have a great weekend. Thank you.